Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and the Sicker Than a Dog Banshee.
But now I'm the one getting sick and you're getting better.
You're not getting sick.
I've stabilized.
Well, at any rate, welcome to the show. I just want everybody to know I am really on the mend because the last 24 hours has been great. My temperature's back down to normal.
But tell us about those previous ones.
Oh, God. They were terrible. So, what I've heard is that, of course, there's a major flu epidemic going on right now. And I'm, even though I got a flu shot, the flu shot this year was only 42% effective. There's only so much, depending on what flu strains are going around. I definitely had a flu. There's just no doubt in my mind. And so, I haven't had the flu in years. So it just was not pretty.
We had that year we went to see The Magician with Brandon.
Yeah, that's so. When was that? 90s?
I don't remember. It was before.
Wait, it was before May was born.
I think, yeah.
So, yeah.
20 years at least.
So, at any rate, it's been a long time. And to be as sick as I was, I'd have to go back to the 1980s for that, I think. Although that flu we had was really bad. It was more of a stomach virus or something.
I don't remember exactly.
It was really ugly.
Yeah.
But hey, I've got my voice. I have a deeper cough, so don't be surprised if you hear me cough somewhere along the way. Hi, Kyle.
Or me. So, card for the day.
Well, the card for the collective today is going to be the Urban Crow Guidebook. I guess schools are closing all across the country because of flus right now, so it's a pretty bad season. Well, I hope he doesn't get it either, but because I have my my little blood cancer thing, which affects my immunity, and my cancer drug, he might get lucky. He might be more protected by the shot, maybe, than I am.
I have milder symptoms than her. I do have a little bit of coughing and a little bit of neuralgia in my head, some occasional chills, but she was really sick, and she never gets sick, so of course it was a big deal.
It was a big deal, yeah. It's rare that I'm off my feet like I was for 48 hours, so, I literally didn't get up much at all. Anyway,
Okay.
Mr. O, I'm going to have you pick one. Ouch.
All right.
All right, here you go. There are a lot of cards here. Whoa, got it. And they're slippery. Ooh, what is that? Oh my! Yes, it's an anomaly. It's an anomaly getting ill like that.
Crow.
And thank you, Kyle. And I'm sure Mr. O will take care of himself. We already decided, we had another, this is like the second training appointment I have to skip. But he decided to cancel too because he wanted to play cautious since he's not sure he's coming down with it. At any rate, so no gym tomorrow. Anomaly. In a sea of black crows, it is the rare melanin-lacking one that grabs attention. Something is going to appear, and it will be hard to not notice or avoid. It is strikingly clear that what you encounter will be abnormally good or, perhaps, abnormally bad. Either way, it will stand out. Oh, my goodness. So many implications to that card in the world we live in today.
Indeed.
A lot of anomalous stuff going on, depending on what side of the fence you sit on. But the bottom line is, that, and it's ironic to me, too, that the way she says this, it's the white bird that stands out. Because of all the DEI talk and stuff like that.
Oh,
so,
right, yeah.
It is ironic to me. But anomaly is basically pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on around you right now. Actually, what it's saying is you're going to notice this right away. The only problem is she tells you it will stand out. She's giving you a warning that this is going to happen, but she's not necessarily saying what you should do about it. I guess if it's a good anomaly, there's not much you want to do about it. But if it's bad, what are you going to do? So just stand guard. This might just be a premonition to stand guard right now and protect your assets.
Well, anomalies are usually singularities, and
Yeah.
singularities are one-off kind of things, whether they're a person or a situation. So it could be saying watch for something that really will change perceptions or change certain conditions.
Hi, Aaliyah. I was just talking to Mr. O as I got on here before we started the show. It was good to see you were here again. And, we are absolutely ready for your questions. You bring them on tonight.
Alrighty, so that was our card for the collective, and Libra Cusp is up, who asks, what message do my guardian angels have? And I'm going to use my Mike Royal, that's his name, Dark Tarot?
So, what
Yes, it's the
message
Dark
the guardian angels has? Okay,
Tarot. All right.
I can do that. Put this away. Boy, you know what? Feels good to be in real clothes. Because like I said, I have been doing nothing but lounging. And I could feel really tonight at it's really funny because what is this like? Remember I got sick Monday?
It was Monday, right?
It was Monday night before you came home from work. And it's like within 48 hours of taking the antibiotic, I feel my strength totally returning now. I mean, not so much strength, but stamina, I guess. I feel more alert, awake. It's amazing.
All right. So,
Yeah.
what information does your guardian angel have? What message do they have? And it's the reversed Six of Wands.
Well, the message from your guardian angels, Libra, Six of Wands reversed is saying that, hey, do something because it's the right thing to do. Do something because it's important to you. Do something not for the fame, not for the glory, not for expecting anything in return, support. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do or it makes you feel good. I think it's more about you than anything else. Your guardian angel wants you to not worry about what people think about what you're doing. Just do it if it's right for you.
Yeah, it's like that. I think the guardian angel is saying that what the things are that you need to do, you can't necessarily expect to be
Hi, Scooter. Yes, we are.
rewarded for them necessarily, or being noticed or acclaimed for them, but they are the things that you do need to do. Okay, so hi, Scooter.
I got you on the list, Scooter.
All right, so then why is that important, Libra? And it's the Knave or Page of Pentacles reversed. So it may be important because maybe there's other things you need to discover that maybe lead you to a different kind of reward. And I'm thinking that reward could be knowledge that maybe either you did need to know or you didn't know you need to know, but finding about some things, maybe through either research of your own or through just happening upon them. And I think it's important because this is saying you can't necessarily expect to be rewarded or be noticed for things,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really stop you from pursuing the knowledge you need to have in this situation, and that maybe that could ultimately change that. Page of Pentacles reversed.
I was going to say Knave of Pentacles. Okay. Reversed. So why is this important? Because you shouldn't let anybody stop you, slow you down, or make you lose your motivation for what you want to do. Now, when I say motivation, with the Page of Pentacles, it's a little bit different. The page wants to learn. The page wants to do something that he's going to get something tangible out of. You know, his curiosity is very strong. And when it's reversed, it's like that's being, dampened or muted. Don't let others stop you from learning something new, trying something new, doing something new, and doing it in a method that works for you. That's the other thing about the page. The page is there to learn and develop their own routine. And so, I think that's important here.
All right, so where will this ultimately lead? And it is the upright moon. And maybe this says that you do find that thing that I thought you were looking for over here, or that you find out the reason, if there's a secret reason of some sort or a hidden reason on why your guardian angel feels not to be concerned about, hi Kara, about whether or not you're being acclaimed or noticed.
What was that last card again?
The moon.
Oh, the moon. The moon. I'm sorry. Got distracted slightly. Well, that's kind of an interesting card at the end here, where things are headed. I think this is, where you're going to learn to trust your own instincts more than what others are trying to tell you to do. That's what I think here. It's a matter of trusting your gut and going with what you think. Now, sometimes I know the moon is about uncertainty, and I don't feel that here. I almost feel like this goes in line with the first card a lot, in that what you're learning from this experience is that others are slowing you down. And you need to, or trying to dampen your ability to rise up. And so I think here that's just saying you're going to trust your own instincts on what you feel is right for you.
And we have the woman from Lenormand, that's you.
Well,
and the mice.
Yeah. The guardian angels say that, you can expect some little stress and blowback, but you can handle this. It's like it's not insurmountable. If you don't feel supported in what you're trying to do, whether at home or anywhere else, if you don't feel supported, don't worry too much. Try not to stress it out, because you should just keep on your course. Keep on your path. Like, for example, if you really got plans for a home project, home renovation project, you and others are saying, no, you can't do this. Oh, it's got to be done this way. I'm not in on this. I'm not going to help you with this. You know what? You need to just go through with what your plans are.
It's kind of interesting, because now when I look back after seeing that mice, and then I look at the moon, and then I look at the reverse Six of Wands, and I think, like, maybe your guardian angels are saying some people are also, talking poo on you. There's a gossipy idea behind the moon
that.
too, and the mice could be those little things that don't really amount to much,
point.
and that you should just possibly ignore this. That if this is just somebody saying you're going to find out people are just sort of being sneaky behind you, you got this. You can move on beyond it.
And that's another way it aligns with that first card, really. So,
yes,
yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Interesting. Good point, Mr. O.
Alrighty. So
That's
take
what
care
we
of me,
have for
bro.
you. I hope it makes sense. It was just where these cards were leading us today. Good luck with that.
Well, that's very interesting, Kyle.
And you'll be fine. I like that. Hi, Aaliyah. We're ready.
Oh, there you go.
Should I get the Sims 2 or 4?
Ooh.
Well, why don't we do 2 and 2 on that, shall we?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we will. And you know what? Yeah, it's too bad our friend Patton from the Beyond the Pond isn't here. He's very much into the Sims.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
I guess so, yeah.
He used to post about Sims all the time. Because he used to follow us on Twitter. And he comes once in a while, rarely, but rarely to our show. He would have the answer. He would tell you what to do. All right, let me get my
Sims
cards.
2 or 4?
So I'm going to use the
I see your question, Scooter. Thank you.
Animals Divine Tarot on this.
All right. Oh, that would be interesting.
Sonny,
Kyle.
don't get your whiskers into my shuffle.
There are a lot of themed ones.
All right.
Yeah, I bet. All right. 1,
All right, so
2, 2. No, I remember the name, sure. Right, yes, I remember that about Thomas. Okay, thank you for reminding us. That absolutely helps, Scooter. So we might be intuitive, but we don't always remember all the details. I remember your name, and I remember this was a situation about your caretaker.
okay, this first cards are going to be for Sim 2, and the second set will be for Sim 4, and let's see what this looks like.
Excuse me.
Well, we have the Eight of Pentacles upright,
8 of Pentacles.
and the Ace of Wands is upright. Well,
Is
that's
that for
pretty
the one side,
positive.
Sims 2?
Yeah, I said the first 2 cards would be
Okay.
for that. So you can put the Lenormand out. Let's see what we
Yes,
get.
I am. And the woman, which could be you, Aaliyah, and the whip. It's not that kind of game, I know. No. 8 of Pentacles upright and Ace of Wands upright.
Well, I think here, this, it's really interesting to me. I think I could go a couple ways with trying to read the tarot in this case, and I would say that number one, it seems like a lot of creative work might have been put into Sims 2. And I'm just speaking without knowing the game, okay? Just by the cards, because we have the Eight of Pentacles here, which is a card of work, and it's also got the Ace of Wands, which is kind of the spark of creativity, you know? So I'm kind of thinking that it really would probably engage you in some way. The other thing is, I feel like you would feel very positive and uplifted working on this game. Maybe it would be very inspiring and creative for you. But, the woman in the whip makes me wonder if you shouldn't necessarily rush into it, or you may want to rush into it. I don't know. Maybe that's what it's saying. Is that the one you said you were thinking of buying? Okay, that's the one you said you were thinking of buying, probably, right? Oh, Sims 4 for a while. Okay. Got re-released.
Take care, Kyle, and don't forget to look for your question to your reading.
What?
I was just responding to Kyle.
Oh, okay. So I'm not sure about the Lenormand, though. It might say you might want to make a quick move and buy it. Does that mean that it might sell quickly? Is this something that people really are, interested in, that particular version? I don't know. Do you want to add that now?
All right, so I sort of get the feeling, like with the Eight of Pentacles, Aliyah, that maybe you like this more because maybe there's more people that you engage with here. Hi, Mama T.
Oh, gosh, Mama T, I just saw your post a little while ago. Oh, wow.
Or that you feel that, the networking you have here is really still a growing thing, the Ace of Wands. And so if you have comrades or people you associate with, that's a big draw for two. But maybe you feel like, change needs to happen, and that's, so that's just representing maybe your inner doubts in there, but yet at the same time you feel there's still some growth there, and there's still some growth or activity with people you like to associate with.
All right, let's finish this reading. Mama T, don't go away. I want to have a word with you. The Hermit. The Hermit is here, which is interesting. So this is for Sim 4, and this one's reversed. It's 15's the Devil, right?
Yeah.
The Devil reversed.
Challenge.
Well, it's interesting because that's liberating, and yet what's the other card again? Sure, the Hermit. Maybe this will bring out something in you more, possibly. I don't know if is there more community involvement in number 4? Are more people engaged in that one or something? Because I assume, are you out there playing in a community, right? Or are you building your own world? See, I'm never too sure about some of these things, how interactive they are.
Let's throw these out. It's the Stork and the Star. And I don't think we can give you a lot of good advice here, because I sort of feel like it's really up to you. It's like there's some really cool things here. There's some really cool things over there.
Yes, there is.
There's not a lot of detracting things, in my opinion. The Hermit and the Devil reversed, in a way, almost cancel each other out. Because the Hermit, in his normal habitat is maybe like the Devil in his normal habitat, sort of repressed, sheltered, but it's reversed. And so it's sort of like saying, no, I don't want to stay in. I want to throw off things and the fetters and go there. So maybe that's saying Sim 4 offers that idea of a real dichotomy between modes of some sort.
Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to do that.
And I don't understand games or game strategy necessarily, so I don't know if I'm saying the right words, but there's like two different flows maybe with Sims 4, two different feels or two different possibilities depending on where you're going maybe.
There's a very big positive here with the Lenormand that wasn't present with Sim 2. I will say that, Aaliyah. And that is that the Star and the Stork seems to indicate that you could build something big here. This would be, a great new beginning for you to get some major building done. It's almost as if your destiny is tied into Sim 4. So I almost think that's where you're going to finally decide to go, or maybe where you should decide to go.
Do these cards maybe address the dichotomy of between 2 and 4? Like saying, throw off the yokes of just saying you have to stay with 2 and go boldly towards 4.
I think with the Hermit here, this is also indicating to me, there's a lot you will learn from performing this game. I think so. Maybe that, along with the Devil, feeling liberated and just enjoying yourself. I think that and with the Lenormand, I would have to give the advantage to Sim 4.
But
it's close.
I'm thinking too, and just on a personal note, we're aware of Sims. Our son had a Sims game or two way back.
Yeah.
Way back, 30 to 40 years ago, really. So I know of Sims, I know the general concepts, but I haven't kept up with any of that at all. But I sort of feel like it is leaning in a way to saying that maybe you want to be brave and explore 4.
I'm thinking so.
Oh, well, now you've sold me. I want to get Sims 4 and make a vampire.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm teasing.
Well, good luck with whatever you decide. Personally, I don't feel Sim 2 would be horribly bad for you either. But,
right, I think that's what we're hearing here.
Yeah, but the card's advantage says
really going to be personal choice.
You might get more out of Sim 4.
So, yeah, thanks, Scooter. There are some iciness going on. My work actually opened later today, but I was going to take the day off anyways. And different things. We're basically in southeast Michigan here.
Yeah, we got kind of pummeled with a thin layer of ice. It threw traffic off in the morning. Schools were closed. I had been staying home because of being sick. So, Mama T, I'm so sorry to hear about your husband.
Yeah, we're sorry.
I haven't
about
been
that.
able to respond yet. I've been suffering from the flu the last few days. I just finally got on my feet again today, so I'm really slow. Very, very slow.
Very sorry about Rick.
I so wish you peace, and my heart bleeds for you. It really does. Take care of yourself.
Yes, SP, the list is open and we will put you on.
Yep, I've got you on, and actually, we are on Lena right now.
Right, and Lena asked about love reading for the next 6 months, I think. Anyone entering my life in the next 6 months.
Love?
All right, so that's going to be me, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Love, you say?
Yeah,
Entering in
a
life?
love reading. My question, love reading, do you see anyone entering?
Oh, Mama
What, you
T,
didn't
I've
trust
been
me?
really ill. Been sicker than I've been in years as far
Years,
as,
yeah.
flus go. So,
You're welcome,
or any
Leah.
kind of sickness like that. It was awful.
All right, Lena, I'm going to use the
Oh.
Final Rose Tarot.
It was good to see you again. And,
romantic.
we're all a community here. We're all a tribe. We hope you come back and join us, when you're up for it. If you want a reading today, we can throw one in at the end for you. It's really about what we can offer right now.
You're welcome, Leah. Yeah, I know. I don't know what I have, but I have a cough.
Mr. O is hanging in there. We both had flu shots this year, but like I said, it's not effective for everybody. And with my cancer and my my prescription for my cancer, it could be affecting my immunity. So maybe the flu shot's not working as well for me anymore.
All right, I'm going to throw 3 cards for Lena, who asks if someone new is coming into her life in the next 6 months. The first card is the 4 of Pentacles.
We'll definitely do one for you, Mama T. I'll put you right down there. And hi,
And-
country love. I'm going to put you before Mama T because she likes hers at the end. Or at
And then
least I think you do, Mama T.
the next card is the reversed 2 of Swords. And then finally, it's the reversed Sun. The cocktail party.
And I missed everything you said.
4 of Pentacles upright, 2 of Swords reversed, Sun reversed.
4 Pentacles.
Upright, 2 of Swords reversed, Sun reversed. So, a love reading, will someone come into your life? It's hard to say for sure. It seems like you're definitely wanting to hold on to something, and maybe that is related to the idea of somebody that you might meet, maybe. Because here's the 4 of Pentacles, and in this deck, there's sort of like a heart that has chains on it. Maybe this is saying, really, though, it's up to you, to open yourself up to love. But the 2 of Swords reversed could be saying that maybe, there is some movement, maybe some things will move in a better direction. The Sun reversed is not very bad either, and may say that there is actually something to celebrate about. But to me, the holdup is maybe opening up your heart a little bit. Are you truly ready for a new relationship, a new person to come into your life?
It's funny because when I saw that first card, I kept thinking of the 3 of Swords, and I
know because
that's
of the
why I'm
heart.
thrown
Yeah,
off. But it's the 4 of
rings.
Pentacles,
Yeah,
and
right.
I think here, this is saying, you may have to hold out. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but it may be that you may have to hold out a little bit longer for anything substantial to happen for somebody coming into your life. Was this year, though? Is that the question?
6 months.
6 months.
Lena.
So it might have to hold out a little bit longer, Lena. That
2 of Swords
the
reversed?
2 of Swords indicates some movement is going to start occurring. But I'm getting the feeling here it may not necessarily be something significant. What's the last card?
The Sun reversed.
The Sun reversed, and that's it too. And it's I don't know why I put my Lenormand away. The Sun reversed is indicating to me that there may be some things that just don't develop the way you hoped or wished they would have. And that's sort of what I'm seeing from these three cards.
You don't happen to have a cough drop, do you?
I have one. Oh, wait, I have two. You may have one.
I could really use it.
Okay. I can't be left without one. Just in case I get into a coughing fit.
All right.
I've been doing pretty good. Today has been a much better day. Oh my gosh.
So I think, like Banshee says, that maybe overall this is saying not exactly in 6 months, maybe towards the end of it or maybe a little bit beyond, something may happen.
That's what I'm saying, and I don't want you to get discouraged because look.
The clover, which is luck. And the fish, which is abundance, as in there are many fish in the sea, the American colloquial saying about, the possibility of suitors.
I think what this might be saying is that maybe the only way you can try to make this happen, because of course, regardless of what I tell you or what we tell you, we never say never in the tarot. Mm-hmm. And I feel here that this is saying an abundance of opportunities could bring you luck. So what this is saying, I remember Mr. O talking earlier about your willingness to open your heart and maybe to get out to places where you have opportunities to meet more people. It just looks like here, I think out of some, excuse me, abundant opportunities, luck will come to you. But you're going to have to open yourself up to making those opportunities happen. So in other words, if you're expecting somebody, the question was, will somebody come into your life? I almost think like you have to come into somebody else's life. It's kind of the way I'm feeling about this. In other words, you have to open yourself up to letting people notice you. You got anything to add to that?
No, that's pretty good. I mean,
Right.
I have that same, feeling there. And I do feel like the idea of the Two of Swords reversed is saying things will open up and you will move. There is movement expressed in that idea. But I think first you have to see where the luck is taking you or where the luck shows you to go. And keep in mind that, it's about you opening up too. Are you really ready?
Hi, Aisha. I
Hi.
will add you to the list. Oh, shoot.
Okay, and so we're on Victoria now.
That's what happened. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I'm just.
It's
gonna
my
put-
3 key.
Oh.
All right, yes, Victoria is up. You silly Victoria.
Okay, I've been trying the guardian angel spirit guide thing. Never done it before. Have they heard me, and will they really help? Supposed to have good news next week. Okay, so that sounds like the Karma Music Tarot for the question. I like this tarot. I think it's like 45 years old. It's an old tarot for me. Hey, baby.
All right, well, let's check that out. I wanted to read the question again to myself. Oh, Victoria. It's been pretty bad. I've toughened up since my cancer a lot, but I certainly was, how should I say this, brought back down to being a little baby these last few days. I've been whining, I've been miserable.
Hi, Mirabelle.
He can attest to that. Have I been whining and miserable?
We can add you to the list.
Of course we can. Have I been whining and miserable?
Yes, you are right now, actually.
That's right. Okay, I'm not sure why I don't see that person's name here. Come on, don't do this. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hi, Maribel.
So, will the spirit guide hear you and possibly help you? 3 cards. King of Wands, upright. Six of Swords reversed. Page of Cups reversed. Well, I think the King of Wands is a good card because I think it does say that maybe there is some energy there that is trying to be uplifting. But the Six of Swords may suggest that there's still something you need to do where you're at now that maybe it's like karmic. Maybe it just sort of keeps you here or keeps you from seeing where you really want to go, or it's keeping you from going there.
Oh, I just realized. That's okay. I'll talk to you about it later. The King of Wands. I can see it. Six of Swords and
Page of Cups.
The Page of Cups reversed.
Right.
That's the one. Well, Victoria, the Page of Cups reversed is not really a harbinger of good news. It may be talking about some disappointing news coming, and you're feeling like you're kind of stuck because of it. But I think the good news is here, you're not going to let that stop you. And also, I feel here that this work with your guy, with the angels, and what you're trying to do, actually will empower you. It actually will empower you through, this bad news coming next week. I think that what I'm not saying, actually, let me take that back. I don't want to jinx you. You are getting some bad news. It may not be stopping good news from coming you next week, but there's some disappointment coming. And what you're doing with the angels will get you through these situations. You'll be more empowered, and I feel here it might help you break some logjam of some sort. That's what that Six of Swords reversed that we've been talking about here. So...
Okay, so I
that's what
covered
I'm seeing.
The first two, and I have to agree with Banshee that the Page of Cups sort of sends that idea that the message is disappointing to you, or you just don't feel it's liberating. You sort of feel it leaves you where you're at, and you may feel, kind of despondent about it. It's not the end of the world, though, because I still get this feeling, that the angels are listening to you.
It's not the end of the world.
What do you got? Ooh. Owls.
Bam!
Here comes the sun.
No mice for you.
No mice for you.
So what it's basically saying is that I think success comes through continued networking. Success is going to come through some of the networking and maybe some of the stuff that you've been throwing out there. You're just going to get some responses, I think. But, something may not pan out in the interim, but this is saying success is out there. And it's going to come through some of the stuff I think you've already been doing.
Well, I almost get the feeling like maybe there's a bad message, and then there's also a good message. Because owls are birds, right, which is communication.
That's true.
And the sun is brightening towards that. So I almost wonder if there's still a respite, or whatever that's called, where maybe one door does close, but another door opens.
But you know what? Your question, too, is about whether this work with the angels is helping you. Guess what? It is. Because that's about communicating with them is going to bring you success.
Oh, I like that.
Right? So I almost forgot that really was the main part of your question. And right there, you want to know about communicating with them, there it is. It's very positive. It's very good for you to pursue that path.
Good luck, Victoria.
So good luck.
Hope that works for you.
I hope that helped.
I hope it does. You're welcome.
All right, then. We are on.
All
and by
right.
the way, before you pick a third deck, I'm doing 2 in a row. So, Aries,
the one I used
Aries
before this?
is up.
What was
You
the one
used the love. You used that love one.
The final rose?
Yes.
For who?
Whoever was there, I've already cut the list down, you know? But I know I haven't done a deck in a while now. All right.
For Lena?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god, that's so horrible. Wow.
It is. 2 decks in a row will be horrible for you, for me to do? Don't be that way.
I wouldn't complain
Don't
like you
be
do.
that way.
I wouldn't complain like you
Then
do.
you're not. And we're on my deck, and we are on Aries the Aries. Oh, take care, Victoria. Don't get the flu. That's all I can say. It's miserable.
So what's your question?
I don't know. I guess I'll look it up. 'Cause sometimes
Or
she's
you
probably
wanted to use
typing
your
it now
deck
is
for
my
it.
guess, but I shall look. I don't see a question. Hey, Ari, are you still here? Seems like they may have left. I'm going to prepare the list in case that is so. Yeah, it's been a while since they've been on here, so I do not know. Last call for Ari.
Is that true, Scooter? I don't remember.
Okay, Command V. Okay. Let's move on to Shan.
Yeah. Ari generally comes back and we squeeze her in, so. Could be. I don't believe they left their question either, and that happens sometimes. So we are moving on to Shan.
Yeah, we're
when
moving
Ari comes
on
back,
Shan.
we'll try to squeeze her in.
You know, sometimes she's had to step away. We might add her back on, but, you know, we still keep getting new people, so she might not be able to get back on the list. We'll see.
And Sean, I know you left the question, so I'm just going to scan for it real quick. Or maybe even, no, there it is. What is my connection with the Gemini we had co-created on a project together, but is he using me to gain his own worth?
I could barely hear that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
What is my connection with this Gemini we had co-created on a project together, but is he using me to gain his own worth? Did you hear that?
His own worth?
Worth.
Okay. Just gonna have to look these things up myself. All right. Well, Four of Pentacles like's coming up as the first card, eh?
We show we're receiving a strong signal, Scooter, so I believe it's on your end. We're not having any disruptions on our end.
Is anybody else having disruptions other than Scooter?
We generally have a good connection, but thanks for your advice. I'll keep monitoring it. All right, so the second card is the Magician reversed.
And then the King of Swords reversed.
And the King of Swords.
Well, that's not good.
It might just be Scooter. Well, that happened with other people too, we know. Anyway, okay. So your connection is this person trying to take advantage of you. Well, the Four of Pentacles could present the idea of somebody that maybe is more interested in themselves, holding on to themselves. The Magician reversed is also the idea that maybe uses their talents not necessarily ethically. And the King of Swords, decisions that maybe are selfish, perhaps.
This is really kind of a surprising reading because it is showing some real negative stuff here. I think that maybe, if anything, they may feel a connection with you is valuable to them for some reason, you know, which is unclear to me. Because the Four of Pentacles indicates, you know, a possessiveness, a wanting, you know, something. And because it has a value. And, you know, with the Magician reversed and the King of Swords reversed, this could indicate to me this is a person who's kind of manipulative. This person may have ulterior motives and have a little bit of a mean streak about them, or kind of a my way or the highway streak about them.
Well, I almost feel with that Magician reversed that kind of epitomized the idea that maybe they relied more on your creativity too. They were using you like you suggested.
Does he like you in general? Well, it's hard to... Did you pull the Lenormand yet?
No.
I'm not seeing that much in the Lenormand, in the tarot. I'm seeing more this idea of possession and like he wants to get something out of this, I think. And like I said, a little bit of unethical behavior.
Well, so before we reveal these, the thought that maybe there's an ambiguity, that you sort of feel like there's some connection, but then at the other hand, you might feel like maybe there's something else going on there. And I wonder, you know, the Magician reverse could be the card of a trickster, of a deceiver.
You might want to just, you know, take it slow.
But here's
checking the situation
Here's
out.
the Lenormand, though. Well, maybe we're not right. I don't know. We have the dog. And we have the stork. Now, of course, putting them together might give us different ideas, but what?
I don't know. Because that's indicating that this person could be a good friend.
Yeah, I know.
So maybe they want to be a connection of yours because they think there's something valuable to be gained from that. So that still, again, talks more about loyalty or trust than love. And I'm really kind of suspicious, though, because of these negative cards here. And so what I want to do is I think we should do a yes-no and say does and answer your question.
Before we go there, I just want to comment briefly that these cards do seem to be in contradiction. And I almost wonder, because there's a court card and another sort of people card, the Arcana, is there somebody else in the picture that maybe is another partner or another person that is a shareholder of some sort? And is that the possible person who maybe is somebody who would be more loyal to you? Just a thought.
Well, the thought here, well, maybe this is saying that you'd be better off looking for a new friendship. Maybe that's
right,
what
this
that's
is the card
saying.
of newness.
You know, if I looked at that
like
in
that.
connection with what I'm seeing here. But, you're asking a lot of questions there, and I'm not sure I can cover them all, but I think you do need to trust your intuition on this.
Right.
I'm not sure if they're playing you per se, but I think they want something, and they're hoping for something. Let's do a quick yes, no, and ask. I think you asked earlier, does he like me in general? I want to at least know that, because if that's the case, maybe you could, go a little further with this and get to know them more till you can figure out what's really going on.
Scooter, you might be on a time delay with us. Kyle was here earlier and indicated that he was commuting to his home from work, I believe. And so he left us a question. So he may not be here now, but he may come in before the tail end of the show. And Ari, we believe, did walk away because we don't see any other trace of her in the chat since literally a few minutes after she showed up. So I don't see anything more recent. So don't worry about it. We take care of the list. Well, sometimes people's intuitions are wrong.
Well, it's the Three of Swords reversed, and swords say no.
Swords say no.
That he doesn't even like you, and this is really bothering me.
But there's something about this that says healing or recovery.
But there's something about this that says healing. So I don't know if this person is like in a rebound from a situation,
Well, that or I had this thought a moment ago. I had another thought myself. Not exactly a rebound, but once again the idea that there's you're like a surrogate for something else that happened, which could be a rebound if you got involved, I guess. But like maybe somehow you remind him or you represent him a similar person or situation. I know it sounds weird, but that's kind of what I'm getting there.
It's sort of weird. I get the feeling that they may be recovering from something right now, some disruption in their life that caused some pain or sorrow, and they just need, maybe they need you to lean on. I mean, in that regard, sometimes people who need support, don't necessarily need to tell you their story, but they just need somebody there now that they could either, move forward knowing there's somebody, that they can count on in their life, etc. And so I can't rule that out in this situation either.
Hi, Raymond. Are we still open? I think we are.
I think we are. Well, this will make it 15. We could probably take one more after that, but I think we'll have to cut it at that.
Yeah, it looks like we're open. There's still time. We generally know about how many we can do in a 2-hour stretch, and we got about another hour to go.
I'm going to shift the list because I realized that Mama T, I told her I'd put her at the end, so I'm going to do that. There. Okay. And I guess that's what we have for you. It's really mystifying to me. Maybe think about this situation some more. And I would say maybe come back to a show Sunday or whatever, and maybe we could look at this in a little more detail, find out a little bit more about this person's personality, maybe.
Right. So, Raymond, we will get to your question, but there are a few people ahead of you, so just now that we have it, we will get to it. You, if you leave, you may have to navigate back to it or check us out. Some people like to just listen to us. I don't know why.
I don't know why. Wow, there's a major plug for us.
We good. All right, so we are on to Kyle, who did leave this question but may not be in the chat room just yet.
You are, as you can see on the list above you, you are after Maribel. I will try to post a list after every reading. Sometimes I get a little behind, but all right, it's my deck again. I'm going to use...
Okay, so Kyle wants to know, how will the launch of a personal project go tomorrow.
Okay.
I've been working on this thing for 2 months now, and I think it's finally time to birth it.
Okay.
Alrighty, Kyle.
Okay. Up. Well, step right back up, Sonny.
Step right back.
What the heck? We're using different decks all the time here. We're doing a lot. And what do I have?
It's the Four of Coins
Again. Ooh, the star.
I like this version. That's your Storytellers, right?
Yes.
I like that deck.
It is beautiful. The King of Hearts reversed. King of Cups.
And I'll throw the Lenormand then,
Yes, let's see it.
because card 1 is the whip, and card 2 is the letter.
Huh. Well, I'm not
So
sure
these are
about that.
interesting.
We'll get to that bridge when we come to it. But it's interesting to me, Kyle. This is something you really think a lot about. You know, you value. This is something you've wanted to do, right? Is that what you said? And so I think the Four of Pentacles is here to say, you know, you need to focus on what you value right now. And so if this is really important to you, I think it will go well. Because the next card, the star, right? That's the star. I'm forgetting myself already. Is saying that success is going to be, success is, this could be your destiny. I guess I want to say it that way. You know, because the star is often about that. You know, you wish upon a star, you want to be destined for something. I think that's a very positive sign here. And also with, now with the King of Cups reversed, I will say this. You know, it may drain you a little bit. It may drain you a little bit, you know, to get this off the ground, to start to work on this. You may feel a little bit depleted emotionally. But, hey, you know, you might have stresses. You might encounter some stresses along the way. But no pain, no gain, right?
So the King of Cups at the end there may say that this experience will mean you might want some emotional boundaries around yourself, like maybe because of what's going on, maybe you'll just feel like you're the center of attention that you're not quite ready to deal with emotionally, or maybe it's the headiness of what happens here with this project. But the Four of Coins also says you really want to keep control over it, and maybe that's the key to how it will succeed, because the star is indicating that there's a lot of success here, that it maybe takes you to a point of where you really see more for yourself where this project is leading to, where these goals are going to end up as. And so it's really good, but it might shock you emotionally because maybe you're not prepared for that level of success or seeing that.
Well, even if it is, I don't know if it's that. I really think it's just being, you know, it's going to be draining a little bit. There may be other things in your life, you know, family, friends, other situations that, you know, are putting some pressure on you because they want attention too. As you get this off the ground, you're going to have to kind of really focus yourself there. And that's what I think the Four of Pentacles could be about too, is the fact that you really need to be kind of holding this close to you. This is something major to you. This is something that means a lot to you.
So in a way, it could say maybe it's still not time yet, but I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it is time. But now I don't know why the letter and whip should be here. Is this a project that you're going to present to the public in some way? Because what it's saying is that as soon as you're able to, I think you need to get the word out, of what you're doing. As soon as you're sure you're ready, it'll be important to move fast on getting your message out there. If this is something that you're trying to either sell to the public, present to a public in some way, whether you're creating something for for purchase or whatever the case may be.
Well, maybe it's just about, touting your own horn in a way that, this personal project ends up being, so cool to you that you quickly want to be able to tell everybody about it and to spread this information around.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we have for you,
I think
Kyle.
it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does look good.
Good luck with that.
Good luck, Kyle.
Well, now, Mr. O, I will happily let you do two decks in a row since I have to read for Kara out of the Norse deck.
Okay.
So after I'm done, you'll get 2 decks in a row again. All right, and we are on Kara. No, Scooter. That's right. You can actually do your deck now. Kara's after Scooter. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun there. But yes, Kara, I do have the deck. Got it out for you when it's your turn. Oh, I didn't see that question. How many decks do you have? Are you talking about us?
I think so.
If you're talking about us, too many to count. Seriously. We are absolute collectors. And, I mean, it's not just to possess all these things. I get a lot out of this collection. And it's basically because every artist's interpretation of the tarot has something unique to give to us. And I feel that the more I expand my knowledge on the tarot, along with my intuition, the better things are. And,
all right, so I'm looking at your question, Scooter. Future connection with Thomas McGregor. What's his feelings and thoughts are about you going forward? Curious if he might want to work with you, and will you see each other?
Yeah, I just saw the question too, so okay.
So I'm going to use my Tarot of the Northern Shadows, a Norse-themed deck.
And we like to bring different decks to the reading so we mix it up again. The idea is, so the cards are not always coming out the same way. And when we do get repeats like we get with tonight with the 4 of Pentacles, it's kind of interesting, and we take note of that.
So our first card for Scooter's reading is the reversed Page of Rods, or Wands. Our next card is the reversed 8 of Cups. And then the next card is the High Priestess upright. So right offhand, I get the feeling like there's maybe a dubious future here or connection. The Page of Rods reverse may indicate that there doesn't seem to be any message immediately coming or anything like that, or that maybe connections between you guys may be a little delayed, or they're just not regular.
Not connecting.
They're random or not at all. The 8 of Cups reversed could be talking about the idea that there's a realization there that maybe that person has moved on and that you might have very little to do with them, that maybe they've moved on to something else and you're not moving in that direction possibly. The High Priestess may be telling us that you want to work on your own introspective matters, finding out more things about your inner workings, but maybe also about, yourself moving through life from this point.
Did you say the High Priestess was reversed?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, I thought you did. It's upright. Okay. Well, I don't know if I can go this route exactly. I think the High Priestess upright is saying you have to trust your gut on this one. I mean, how you really feel about what this person feels about you. What are the vibes they're sending? What kind of vibes are they sending you? If there's been delays in communication or inability to connect or nudge things forward, I think that's important here, and that's that first card. And then the second card, which I'm forgetting,
is the Eight of Cups reversed.
the Eight of Cups reversed is indicating to me that somebody is not ready to make a move yet. Is that you or is that them? And I'm wondering if it's them because it just seems like things are really hard to connect and they're unwilling to move. Excuse me. So that's so I don't know what his vibes are. Well, okay, you move past the drama. You no longer work with him. You're just curious about a future connection. Okay, so use your gut on this one. What do you feel? You've moved on. So what do you feel? I mean, I feel here that clearly if you're not connecting, it's going to continue because there's no forward movement here at all. So that's what I think is going on here.
It's hard for us to see that there might be, or for me to see that there are any hurt feelings or any feelings. I sort of don't feel that. I sort of feel like, and to me, this is where I differ with Banshee a little bit, but I think the Eight of Cups in this position is more about them and that maybe they're moving on to somewhere else and it's just not moving on with you, that you are actually moving into different areas of your lives.
Well, we definitely have to disagree on that one because the Eight of Cups to me indicates no movement forward. So, I mean, it's just not happening.
And that's why I'm saying it's no movement with Scooter.
Okay.
It's sort of,
But I'm not saying they're moving on anywhere necessarily either. But anyway.
Well, they're not staying here.
What's that song? Closing Time? You can go home. Yeah. But
We use the Lenormand as the clarifying cards for this reading.
you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Scooter, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know that we do clarifying cards.
That's the Lenormand that we're waiting for.
Well, maybe. I don't know that they clarify all the time. Here you go.
Well, they're the only other cards we use, so I'm going to call them clarifying cards because he did. So the Tower, they did.
I'll let you go ahead.
All right. So the dark side is leaning towards the Tower. The Tower represents, and you said something about work, moved on to your job because that's where your focus is. This could be saying that even though you are doing that, you may still are going to be carrying some sense of regret that you haven't had closure with Thomas. That's what I think this means. And that maybe this may not be what you want to accept, but maybe it's you that has more feelings that you would like to resolve with Thomas than they might with you.
I know that the Tower often signifies the workplace, and clearly, right, there's a workplace connection between the two of you, but the Tower is also about isolation and being alone.
It's true.
And for some reason with the clouds here, I'm feeling that right now. That they're walling themselves off from you. I really feel that there probably is likely not much of a future connection here. And the dark cloud seems to indicate they may still have a lot of, if not confusion, just mixed feelings, somewhat darker feelings or depressed feelings about what happened, okay? So that could be what's going on here too. So I hope that clarifies a little bit because I really feel here they're building a wall. That's like what the Tower's about, a fortress, okay? So that's what I think is happening here.
So that's what we have.
Ah. And that's why, well, the beauty of our agreeing or disagreeing with one another, Scooter, is this. We give you options for you to sort out. I mean, our intuition can go as far as the cards will take us, and sometimes it's up to you to fill in those gaps. And so you can take, some of whatever resonates with your heart right now is what's important here. And that's why when you get two readers, we may not always see things the same way. And sometimes, really, our intuitions click right on it because it just hits us both the same way. But other times, we may see things differently, and neither of us may be right or wrong. It may be you that has to sort that out. So, wish you luck with that.
See you next time.
It's the beauty and enigma anomaly of our show.
And I'm just going to remind everybody that we are back on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock for happy hour. No readings. We just pull one card for everybody in the chat room, giving them an uplifting, positive, possibly divine message from Spirit to get them through their week. And of course, we have some fun in the chat room while we're doing that. So join us on Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right.
And Kara is up.
Yep, I'm getting the cards out for Kara. So what was the actual question, though? Let's see. I know she wanted this. There it is. Top and bottom card.
Ah, right.
My brain can think of a question and didn't have... okay, and you didn't have a dream. What? It's all right, Kara. Open book readings are good, too.
Oh, hi, Taj.
Taj will probably be the last person. We can
add you to the list. You're going to be our last reading for the night.
Well, you'll be the second from the last. Mama T.
Second to last. We do Mama T at the end.
All right. Okay.
Oh, my papa.
I'll update the list in a minute, but you are on it, Tajafe. Let me make sure I pull one card here. They're kind of thick. Wow, this is an awesome combination, Kara. Maybe you should not ask questions more often. I think you'll be pleased. Let me get the list out here again just so... There we go. Okay, well, Kara, you have... First card is Manaz. What number is that?
32.
Manaz is the weaver, humanity, tribe, collective consciousness. I am a weaver, textiles I design, weaving the weird, our threads are entwined, connected, protected, human spirit divine. May Manaz bring consciousness to your heart and mind. A very interesting card. We know this is the rune of humanity. It means man or mankind, basically, and encapsulates humankind as a collective. It's made up of many other runes, just as humans are complex and made up of many energies and vibrations. So, oh, this is so funny. It says it's Dagaz on legs, the awakening. It is Gebo, the love and energy exchange for others and also for yourself. It's Wunjo mirrored. It just goes on to all the different runes it encompasses. But basically, this rune calls you to explore your tribe. Are you surrounded by people and energies that fill your cup? Are you pouring from your cup to share your love and compassion with others? Are you balanced emotionally, physically, and spiritually? Focus your attention on the impact that you have on the world, the energy that you bring in your unique skills, ideas, and words that can be of use to benefit in the community. There's only one of you, and there was no mistake in your creation. Your threads are important. They intersect with other threads and lay down the foundation for a better future. Weave your threads with intention and create the most beautiful tapestry for those you love. You know, I just feel here, it's so hard with everything that's going on. A lot of inhumanity in the world right now, that it focuses on the fact that this rune is so comprehensive and all-encompassing, just like humanity. Humanity is full of diversity, and every facet of humanity is important to the whole. And so I think here this is saying find your tribe, be connected with your tribe at these times where people may need you the most, and you may need them the most. This is a tough time, not just in the U.S., but worldwide, with a lot of things that are going on right now. And so it's important to find your tribe. What'd you say?
Send lasagna.
And send lasagna. The next rune is, amazingly enough, one of the runes, of course, that was mentioned in Manaz, Gabo, number 13. I am Adune, goddess of youth. My golden apples hide the signs of aged truth. A gift I bestow to prevent elderly change. May Gebo bring blessings for an equal exchange. It's the rune of exchange, meaning gift. It is the gift of energy, time, attention, and love, as well as tangible objects. This rune represents gifts given and received. Perhaps a gift is coming your way, or you will receive immense pleasure in gifting something to others. This rune itself looks like an X, the kiss at the end of a letter where one's blessings are bestowed upon another. Gebo brings your attention to the importance of gifts, of learning the love language of your partner in order to give what they long for. Gebo reminds us that giving can be altruistic. However, it should not be at the detriment of your own well-being. If you can offer time and services to charity, donate goods or money to worthy organizations, this will go a long way to balancing your energy away from the self. It also calls to mind the energy of exchange between your head and your heart. Are you truly aligned in your purpose? How can you love yourself more to truly bring balance back? Focus on what gifts you have, what you can offer, and to explore those situations where perhaps you're giving more than you receive. I'm going to stop there because I see such first off, it talks about the idea that oh my gosh, hold on. Gebo can be altruistic. Altruism, humanity, giving to others, giving to your tribe. What skills, time, and energy can you give to others at the time that might be needed, that might be helpful? And vice versa, this is also saying don't bleed yourself dry in the process of doing that, though. Make sure you're getting back what you are giving out.
Give till it hurts.
Oh.
The whip.
Ah!
I had to do it. But the other card is the ring. So be committed to inflicting pain. Fast action. Moving quickly towards what these cards represent, what these feelings are about reaching out and valuing others and trying to help them.
Commit to this aggressively. I think this is a time to aggressively commit to being out there and giving back and also receiving. Maybe this is a time too where you may feel you need the support of other like-minded people at this time. So, but do it aggressively. This is a time to act on it, I think is what this is specifically saying, Ms. Kara. You wanted this and you got it. And I'll tell you, that was a pretty good reading. I really like that combination. You could really build some strength and some good things out of connecting with your tribe right now. So good luck with that.
Look who came back.
Oh, I guess you did come back. Yeah, you forgot to leave your question. We looked all over for it, Ari. And really, what do you want to do?
I don't care.
I shouldn't let you back in, but I will, okay? I will. But you're going to be before Mama T, because Mama T likes her readings last.
And you should leave your question if you're not here.
And you should absolutely leave it this time.
If you're not here and we call for you,
yep.
That's it.
And know that you're getting... Uh-oh, what happened here?
We like you, so we let you get away with it.
And know that we're letting you get away with it this time, but it won't happen again. It's a one-time pass because you should know that by now.
All right, so we're on SP.
All right.
And SP says, any message from the universe on us buying a house? Okay, let's see what we can get with that.
I'm buying a house. Okay.
Let's use... Oh, I got one here I know I could use. No, we'll just use one we already used. So I'm going to use that one. The Incubus Tarot.
So it's just a general message about buying a house, right?
Right.
Yeah, you could type it in, Maribel, and when we get to you on the list, which you're a few more down still, but when we get to you, we'll look up your question. It's only if you have to leave, and if you're not here when we call, we usually have to move you from the list, and if we get really busy, we have to drop you.
Right, we waste too much time looking for you or waiting for you, and then it's bad for us. All right. For SP, any message from the universe on us buying a house? Card 1. King of Cups reversed. King of Pentacles reversed. Oy. And Queen of Cups reversed.
Well, that's really sad.
Cards all really reversed.
Wonder why.
Well,
King of Cups reversed. Well, you wanted messages from the universe about this. So I will say this. I'm going to get my wand for this. Don't let the process stress you out too much. I mean, first off, I don't know if you're here in the States or not.
No.
What?
No, not SP.
Not, okay. Yeah, you're not in the States. So I'm just saying, like, for example, in the States, the housing market is very bad right now. So there may be mitigating factors that may get in your way of, buying the house that might stress you out. But you'll be, if you work at it, you may be able to work through it. What's the other one here?
That's the King of Pentacles.
And I think, and it's reversed. And I think here with the King of Pentacles reversed, you're really going to have to make sure your financials are in order, that, you are really ready to do this. I think that's going to be paramount here, is to keep on top of it, because maybe the cards are saying you've still got a little bit of work to do, or to work out exactly what you can afford, okay, and what's right for you. And finally,
Queen of Cups reversed.
Queen of Cups is reversed too again. I think here you're really going to struggle a little bit finding something that you are happy with. I think this process might take a little time. But with this being said, I don't want you to lose hope yet. Do you want to add to it now?
Oh, thank you. I think that King of Cups maybe suggests that you're not going to find a realtor or people that you find you like working with on this. Maybe this could be about them, or it could just be about some other situations associated with finding a home just sort of seem not comfortable. The King of Pentacles does maybe indicate that some of this could get down to how well you financially plan for this. And so it may be suggesting that you're not really where you need to be at for that. And then the Queen of Cups reversed does indicate that the process itself may cause, and this is what you said maybe about the King of Cups, I'm saying it more about the Queen of Cups, more stress or more emotional anxiety or tensions in a relationship related to the idea of trying to get established in a house.
Yeah, I can't rule out here that the King of Cups might also be, or I'm sorry, the King of Pentacles reversed might also be indicating that, you know, you don't want to get in over your head on something either. You got to make sure that everything is, you know, in order before you buy. You just got to be really careful with your finances, I think, here. But look what I have here.
It's a house.
It's a house, isn't it?
And it's a child. Well, first things first, right?
Well,
the house first. But the child could be saying this is going to be baby steps, moving slowly towards your goal. So this is saying that the universe maybe respects what you're doing, but realizes that you have to both take a serious approach to planning well and moving towards it, not letting personalities or situations bring you too much anxiety over this.
I like what he said there, because basically the child is saying it may take you a little longer, but you should stick to the process. The bottom line is you will get a home eventually. But this is saying don't rush things. Take your time, take this step by step and do things right to find the home that will fit your budget, that will fit your needs, and that will make you feel good. Because with those two kings, with the King and the Queen of Cups reversed, that's the part I'm worried about here, actually. Maybe even more than the financial. Because you want to be happy where you move. You want to be happy there. So, you know, make sure you're ready and take it slow. Don't rush the process. Good luck with that.
All right, good luck. Let us know how it goes. All right, so Country Love is up. Hey, Country Love. And I know you left us a question too, so I'm going to scroll for it. I know it's not too far back.
All right, I'll get my deck.
Battling a decision to walk away from a 20-plus year friendship. Feels one-sided. Am I making a mistake, or am I justified in walking away?
Something about making a mistake and walking away. I do know that.
A decision to possibly leave a 20-plus year relationship, friendship.
Oh, they made it already?
No, they're currently battling a decision to walk away from it. I read this earlier. A 20-plus year friendship.
Yeah. Okay. My ears are not doing well today, so. Hey there, Country Love. We gotcha. Well, that's tough. I think we should just throw 3.
Mr. O and Mrs. B. Well, at least it's not the other way around, because then it would be B-O.
But the Mister's in between. Be Mr. O.
I could be Mrs. O. Mr. B and Mrs. O. Hey, take a walk on the wild side. I said, hey, honey, take a walk on the wild side.
I'm ignoring him now. All right, I am using the Tarot Sutra, which is just a major, it's just literally a Rider-Waite deck, but with love little notes on it. And some that aren't really that lovey-dovey, really, when it comes down to it. But anyway. Are you getting your Lenormand going? No?
What?
No Lenormand?
Well, I usually get them out by the time you finally finish. Oh, look, I beat you. Come on, hurry. I got him.
It's the Nine of Cups reversed. It's the Four of Wands reversed. They're all reversed. And the next card
Notice
is
the Nine of
upright.
Cups.
Wouldn't you know it? And the last card is the Lovers reversed. Wow, this is tough. Go on.
It's the Whip again.
Why is that coming up so much?
And it's the Garden. Well, that would be an interesting garden party. Just saying. So, should you, decide to move on from this friendship? It feels one-sided, but it's an old friendship.
It feels like possibly yes. I feel like your heart isn't into making this decision, though. I can see it. You don't want to do this, in a way. Right? You've been really thinking it's been one-sided, but there's part of you that really feels an attachment or something here. You certainly wish things had ended up differently. It's not what you really, the desired outcome you had hoped for. Let's put it that way.
I agree. It just feels like maybe what did feel good no longer does. That's the Nine of Cups reverse. Things that were pleasurable or fulfilling or emotionally good, gone, flipped over.
And the Four of Wands in this case could indicate that, this maybe wasn't built on the best of foundations. Maybe more work needed to be put in by one side or the other, in this friendship that just didn't seem to manifest. The Four of Wands is usually about people celebrating and harmony, and, when it's upright, it's a card of marriage. It's not that bad reversed, though, but I feel here in this case, just looking at all the reversals, I have to kind of say that maybe this was meant to not last a test of time.
But it lasted a long time. But I like what you said there, Country Love, because I think that, it is true. Maybe you don't feel exactly what we said, but you know that things won't get better.
Aww. That's too bad. Well, I'll tell you what, the Lovers reversed here is indicating to me it's about choices. But what choice? The choice to leave that person being a bad choice, or the choices that person made that are leading you to this decision? That's what I think this is talking about here. They made some very bad choices in how they have been, how much they've been a friend to you over all of this time, and now maybe it's going to come back to bite them, right?
So then there's the Lenormand. I agree with you on the Lovers.
Oh, okay.
It's literally like
with the Lenormand, the Whip and the Garden, it could indicate to me that you just need to maybe move on and expand your social circle, with more, with people who really more have your back or going to be there for you. There are plenty of people out there, I think is what the Garden is saying. And you could free yourself now to, more productive connections.
I don't think this tells you what you should do. I think this just clarifies what you feel, which is what you should do, maybe.
Oh, I think it's sort of telling you to go with it.
Yeah.
Go with what you want to do. I feel like maybe there's some sadness over this, but you're right. If you're feeling that way about it, and it's like what Mr. O, maybe the real part in this card to focus on is the fact that the pleasure you once had in this friendship has turned bitter over time. And so it's time to make that, because of the decisions that they made, to make that choice and move on. So good luck with that. Yeah, I agree with you, Country Love. I'm not seeing anything productive, anything here telling me you to stay. I mean, just because of the fact that you might feel sad about it a little bit, or that card might indicate some regret, does not mean you shouldn't do it. So good luck with that.
Good luck.
All right. We're going to go on to Aisha.
You're very welcome. This has happened to us too. An old friendship that really,
Oh, yeah.
more than once even maybe, but
More
certainly
than once. So maybe one that wasn't friends with us too long, but
Well, you know who we're thinking about.
yeah. Really burned that bridge. Anyway.
All right, so Aisha was up, and Aisha asked, what does Zaid Mahbub feel and think about me? What kind of person is he? And I'm going to use my Roy O. Dark Tarot again.
Okay, so you know the person. Are you communicating with the person, or is this just somebody you know you're close to, you work with, etc.? I'm just going to ask for some clarification there. Okay, you're very welcome, country.
You are welcome. Thanks for hanging out.
I definitely have my mojo back. And I mean, from being sick. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh my. We got a few to go yet, don't we?
We're getting there.
Okay. So these are my cards. It's the reverse Seven of Swords. The reverse Knight of Cups. And the reverse Ten of Wands. So they're all reversed, but it's kind of a mixed bag.
I didn't get any clarification on the actual
Right.
relationship.
I know they asked about this person before, I think. That name is
Okay.
familiar.
All right.
I don't remember what we said, though. Do you need that again? Seven of Swords reversed. What does Zaid feel and think about you, or what kind of person is he? Ooh. Well, maybe it's possible they feel they need to find out more about you, or they maybe are silently checking you out. I won't say stalking, but maybe they don't want you to know that they're interested in you or that they're looking at you.
Well, I can feel that. I also feel that maybe some truths are going to be revealed about them. Maybe you're going to find something out about them. Which is good, you know, and not just through card readers. I mean, maybe somebody is going to give you some information you need to know. But failing that, I like what he said there, that maybe possibly too, they maybe want more information about you.
And so there's a Knight of Cups reverse there, and Knights are about movement to or from something. I'm wondering if maybe they're not necessarily thinking about you romantically or emotionally, but maybe there's something, you know, that is emotionally pulling them, but it's not necessarily good feelings. Maybe there's something else going on.
That's the Knight of Cups?
Yeah, it's reversed.
Well, the Knight of Cups reversed is kind of like, you know, I would be careful if this is about them. If this is about them, because I mean, it was kind of a two-sided question there. I think this is saying that they may not be that settled as to, you know, like if this is about a relationship, they may not be that settled or easy to settle down. They may be having difficulty in choosing one person to settle down with. They may be the kind of person who just wants to
Move around.
play the field a little bit.
Well, that's interesting then too, because then there's that Ten of Wands reversed over there, And
They don't want to be burdened by.
They want a carefree life, or they don't want obligations in their life.
Yeah, so they're the kind of person who just wants to live kind of carefree right now. They don't want to be burdened by things, and that could include, relations with others. Now, what they feel about you,
maybe more summed up by the Seven of Swords than anything.
it may be. It could just be, too, that maybe that's why they're not feeling like getting close to you right now, is they're in this sense of feeling unburdened. Maybe they do want to know more about you or keep an eye on you from the distance, but they don't seem to want to do anything specific right now.
Yeah.
And let's take a look here. And then I get the whip. Why
know
is
it.
this? But this is the first time I've gotten the whip. You've got it a lot.
Okay.
And I've
Yeah,
had the
yeah.
owls before. The owls are back.
Mm-hmm.
So I almost wonder here if they aren't good.
I know what it is.
If it's possible that they are going to communicate with you sometime soon. Or, remember how I said somebody might tell you something about them? Maybe somebody is going to communicate that to you soon.
So it's one or the other, that although it looked like maybe they were sort of aloof a little bit, they may suddenly change direction and decide to kind of swoop in, like an owl, and start asking you questions and chatting with you and stuff. But it could also be what Banshee said too, that maybe the idea of what that Seven of Swords represents, hidden knowledge of some sort, or knowledge coming to you or being revealed to you, happens swiftly once the connections are made. Somebody that knows them, or somebody that knows something about them. So I think that's what we have for you.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Aisha. Thanks for coming tonight. And we are on Maribel.
Hi, Maribel. I know you posted a question. Or did you?
They might have. I'm going to look for it while you chat for a minute.
Well,
if you
maybe
want.
they just figured they were hanging around and they'd post it. There it is. I'd like to know, where is the father of my sons? No one has seen him in a year. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's horrifying.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't know if we can totally tell you, but we're going to do the cards and see what kind of impressions we get. Sometimes the Lenormand ferrets it out. It's really funny with the Lenormand. Sometimes the Lenormand can be used to locate lost objects. But I don't know we've ever used it to locate missing persons. But I think we're going to do the Tarot and Lenormand and see where it leads us. All right. Yes.
Right. I mean, we appreciate that you came to us too, Maribel. All we know is we do sincerely like to help everybody that we can, but we can't make true guarantees, of course. We can hopefully give you something to think about and maybe provoke, some actions on your own that might lead to that question being answered. But let's see. That is sad, I'm sure.
Oh, what a sad situation. I'm sorry that your children are going through that.
Yeah, that is sad. Sorry to hear that.
So he's a Pisces.
Yes, March 2nd. Okay.
Like who?
What?
You said like someone?
No, I said March 2nd.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. I was going to say, whose birthday? That might be one of my relatives, though. I can't remember. All right. Okay, the first card is the Two of Wands upright. The second card is Strength reversed. And the third card it's the wand also. It's the Queen of Wands reversed. Oh my gosh.
Well,
I think they're hiding. I mean, I think they're actively not wanting to be seen. And why? I just feel with the Two of Wands here, this means this person is focused on, I don't want to say adventure per se, but they're either traveled, I think they have possibly moved away. With Strength reversed here, this is kind of an aggressive action to me. They have aggressively pursued shielding themselves from something. And Maribel, maybe it's not so much tied from you or the kids. I wonder if they've gotten involved in something, if your former husband has gotten involved in something else where they feel they have to hide.
Well, I get similar feelings, but not exactly the same. I do feel that the Two of Wands says they are gone from this area or seemingly from your life circumstance. They have established themselves somewhere else. That's the Two of Wands. They sort of have now put themselves in another situation. They may have a life of some sort there. Maybe they have a job or a situation going on. I agree with Banshee that there was something aggressive about this, that they had to really push to have this. And so part of that was maybe in moving away from you or from where your children had access to them. Because I don't know if the relationship was already changing before they left or not. Because you mentioned the children more than your own feelings. But I do feel like they felt they had to put energy into this, into making this break, move away. I'm not as sure that I feel what Banshee says about
the Queen of Wands. The reason I went there.
Sure.
The Queen of Wands is about somebody shying away from the spotlight. You know, somebody staying back in the shadows and observing things. Somebody who may be hiding themselves. And that's the immediate impression I got from that card. But you know, and I feel that way too when I saw the Two of Wands, that they moved away to pull themselves deliberately away. I don't know if they're trying to avoid child support, if you're not getting any kind of support from them for the children, or if it's something else. Did they get involved in some bad financial deal? Did they get involved in something else where they fear that they had to hide from this?
Peace and love to you, Divine. And yes, of course, hugs, of course.
Take care, Divine. Good to see you.
To me, that Queen of Wands may be saying, too, that if it's not a deliberate shielding of themselves, there is a sense of maybe that they are sort of diminishing their footprint in a way. They're diminishing being able to be seen. So to me, this correlates more with hiding than maybe what you saw with the Two of Wands. Is I feel like in this context here, that's ultimately the goal. They moved away, reestablished themselves, but to some degree they may be living in hiding even now. And I think,
well, 1965, he is older like us. Death is a possibility. However, I'm not seeing it here in the cards right now. I'm not seeing it. Depending on what Mr. O has here.
Okay. The snake. And Mars the man. And so this almost feels like he is either deceiving you by doing this action, or that there is some deception about his actions or something.
It could be because he did something underhanded that he has to hide out, and whether that's not supporting his children or, you know, something else, he's being very deceptive, and it may have caught up with him, which is why he feels he has to hide now. But I think he's still in hiding for
I don't
some
believe
reason.
he's dead.
I don't see anything here that indicates that. But you know, hey, we're the tarot readers. It's our intuition and gut and what we feel right now. But, you know, I'm not going to rule it out. But from what I'm seeing here, I think it's more a matter of him remaining hidden.
Well,
And especially if nobody else knows where he's at. Or claims that.
Yeah,
Because you would think if somebody knew he was dead that they would tell you. Yeah. So I don't know. But that's what we have for you. Wow. I wish you luck with that. I'm so sorry for your children. Give them my best.
and you, of course, should come back and ask us again if you have any other information or if we want to try it again, maybe. Yes, that's what
Yeah.
it seems like, Aisha, with your reading, that there's some things about them that may come out.
You're very welcome, Maribel, but don't you think was he not close with his brothers? Don't you think they would know where he's at? See, that's why I'm wondering if there's some kind of deception going on here. So, good luck with that. Oi, all right. Whew, that was a toughie.
All right, Raymond.
Okay, Raymond is up.
And Raymond left us a question. Let me see if I can find that. Will Fabre reach out to me within the next 10 days?
Okay, reach out within the... what is it called again?
What?
What was the name?
Will Fabre?
Fabre. Got it. Okay.
Is that my deck or yours?
Your deck.
I'm going to use the final rose again.
Okay. And if we don't get a definitive answer in the 3 cards, we'll do a
yes,
quick yes/no. A lot of readings have been pretty close tonight, but we've had some where it's been a little bit tricky and left a little bit open.
Okay, the first card is the Nine of Pentacles.
You're welcome,
Oh,
Maribel.
I'm sorry, the Nine of Swords. Swords.
9 of Swords.
Nine of Swords, upright.
All right.
Blindsided, it says. The next card is the Chariot, upright. It says the Limo. And then the final card is the reversed Ten of Roses. That's the Ten of Wands. Shoulder to cry on. But it's reversed. So,
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
will they reach out to you within 10 days? I'm not sure. I think they want to. I think the limo maybe is the idea that they're trying to get their morale together. In Lenormand, it's the stork and the cross.
Just wanted to give you that context.
Thank you. But the Nine of Swords is about anxiety or about feeling like you can't sleep, you're miserable at night, you're worrying about other people or other situations. And the Ten of Wands reverse, though, indicates that maybe this could relieve a burden or an obligation. And so I'm wondering if maybe there's sort of like some sort of edge between you guys, you know, that you sort of have an on again, off again, and that's why you're wondering if they'll reach out to you. But maybe they like to leave you anxious and wondering, and then maybe they turn the corner on that, and then they're saying, no, I want to start over again. I want to relieve burdens between us or obligations.
Well, so I think we may have to do the yes/no, but I'm not really sure. I think that 10 of Wands and that 9 of Swords seem to be battling it out here.
Yeah, that's what I get.
I feel here that, in a way, you should not worry about this so much. I think is what it's saying. There's a lot of worry about this, whether they're going to contact you or not. And that's about unburdening yourself from things. And so I'm feeling here, try not to worry too much about this. If it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. And tell me that card again.
It's the Chariot.
Yes, it's the Chariot upright. I have a feeling things have a way of moving forward, but and progress can be made, but worries and doubts could get in the way. So it's just like, don't let that get in the way of potential of some happiness here. Maybe it'll take longer than 10 days. But it looks as though right now there's a lot of worry and stress over this. I see it here with this in the Lenormand. It's like you're wishing for a fresh start or a new beginning here. If this is about romance or, if it's about something else, even a new job, I would say that, it's possible here that you're over worrying this.
It feels like you can't really see yourself starting anything until you resolve these questions or the anxiety these questions
Right.
give you.
That's a good point, too, is like you feel like you're being left hanging. And that's a legitimate thing.
Sure
so
is.
I think here what we're going to have to do is let's do a quick yes-no and
Will they reach out to you?
we'll see if they're going to reach out to you within 10 days. We'll see what it says.
Alrighty. And we'll be right with you, Taj.
I think there's a little bit of question here, though, but I don't want you to worry too much. I feel if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah. But let's see what we got. And it's a major arcana, so it means good luck.
It says
It's
good luck. It's
judgment.
uncertain. It
The
is
hot seat.
totally uncertain. And I feel here it depends a lot, ultimately, about how they feel about you. And you shouldn't take anything personally because, it's not your fault how somebody feels about you, for better or worse. I feel here, again, this is almost saying to me that if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And why? Because judgment is also a card of karma. And so if, this is destined to happen, it's going to happen. But if it's not, it's just not meant to be. Now, it might be that they may contact you later, but 10 days, it may or may not happen, depending on how they really feel.
All right.
Got anything to add on that?
No, I agree. I mean, it's judgment. This is really saying it's in their court, really.
It kind of is. So I wish you luck with that. I wish I could give you more definitive here. But again, this is the way the cards are going. They're saying, really, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I can't, and I don't know why. That just keeps coming in my head. So I'm going to go with that.
Tajave asks, what are my spiritual gifts if I have any?
That's a great question.
It is.
All right, and I'll get a deck. All right, just a moment. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to use this deck again. I think I am. All right. Where'd the man go? Is he still down here? He's been gone for a while.
He went off. Don't know where he went.
He wandered off. Our cat has been my constant companion while I was sick this week. He was just all over me. Okay. Okay, what kind of spiritual gifts do you have? This is beautiful. Let's start with this one, but let's keep going. It's the Queen of Hearts upright, the Queen of Cups. I believe scepters are wands.
Yep, they usually are.
Yep, so that's the Eight of Wands reversed. Oh, and Strength is reversed.
Okay. In the Lenormand, the birds, and the key. So right away, that gives me a little idea about what your gift could be. But I'll let you go first. Birds and key.
The birds and the key. Wow. Spiritual gifts. Well, I think number one, let's start with that Queen of Hearts, because I think that's really important here. You know, your spiritual gifts are some inner knowing and knowledge, some empathy for sure. You do have a sense of connecting with others on a deeper level, and which is good. You can be kind to others, you can be understanding, and I think here too that you can be a spiritual support for others. But also, I can't rule out the fact that some of your spiritual gifts have to do with healing, emotional wounds, whether they are your own or other people's.
I like that. I think this is very much a card of somebody that could be a healer or somebody who is very intuitive and able to communicate either psychically with people's personas or maybe even outward towards, other kinds of spirit communication.
So how would you interpret that Strength card reversed as far as spiritual
I wanted to go to
gifts
the horse
go?
card first, or the
Which one?
the Eight of Scepters in the middle.
Oh, the Eight
there.
of Wands reversed? Okay, go ahead then.
Well, I think this is saying that you also have an ability to slow down time and be in the moment. Because normally when the Eight of Wands is upright, it's like sort of moving towards the target. Maybe this is saying like, no, I want to sit here and look at the target and understand it and kind of and feel it. So that's what I think that is an ability to stretch time to be in the moment for analyzing things. Now, maybe that final thing says that, in a sense of trying to find these truths or intuit these things, you're brutal and you get right to the heart of it. You sort of don't pull your punches in intuitive strengths that you're going to have or develop. You're going to pretty much tell people the bitter, honest truth. And maybe that's what the gift is that being in the moment, being intuitive means you will be able to really tell people the hard, honest truths they need to hear.
Well, that's what I needed to hear because I was kind of leaning that way a little bit. We'll talk about that in a minute. I want to address that Eight of Wands from my perspective because I'm feeling here with it reversed. I'm thinking here that your ability to heal, emotionally or even others emotionally could also help them replenish their energy levels. It's kind of like, I feel like you are very much have some healing energy here, and that maybe you can work with energy fields. And so when energy fields are out of balance, you kind of can work to set them right. So whether this is, I don't know, I'm not that great into the healing arts, I wish, but like through chakra work maybe, or through Reiki, maybe energy work, there just seems to be, you would have a knack for this. And I think with what he was saying there, about being able to get to the heart of a matter, with strength, you would be reversed, you would be aggressively pursuing, this healing. You would be aggressively, you would be also, like he said, having to reveal some cold, hard facts to people. And really right here, the key is making really deep connections with others. Okay, because that's the birds.
That
And
would be
so-
the ability. Is
And
your-
I feel like you can probably read people on an energy level. But Tajavi, if I may ask, do you by chance read auras? Do you see auras around people? Because if you don't, maybe you want to work on, that as well, aura work. Because I feel here you could connect with people's energy.
People can do healing work by understanding and working with auric energies, and so if that was a gift of yours, you would.
Bam! You know what, Teshavi? You're feeling auras. And that's exactly what I do. I can't see auras either. But dang, when you said that, that so resonates with me because that's me. I feel auras, and I think you're feeling energy. Yes, I do.
So those are the gifts you should try to work on and explore and develop more.
Well, I hope this made some sense to you or gives you some sense of direction, but that's really where I feel these cards are leaning. You'll just
You're
have to
welcome.
let us know if you feel that really resonates with you or not. Good
I
luck
hope
with
you
that.
liked it. Thank you. And you're welcome too.
And you're very welcome.
Alrighty, so it's Ari, and then
Ari is up.
and then Mama T.
Yep.
All right.
And I think
so
Ari left her question, right? She said she was
Ari
gonna.
left their question. Ari was a good person. I just gotta find it.
Ari has learned. No, I'm just kidding. I'm teasing you. Can you tell me what is causing delays in my love life? Okay. All right.
All right.
After all, it is Super Tarot Love Month.
Yes. And that reminds me, tomorrow is the Emotional Exchanges, my show about emotional issues.
Will you have a special
So-
guest on the show?
Not this one.
Ah,
Well, where were you?
that's right. Well,
You
you
were
didn't ask.
sick.
You didn't ask. That's right, I was sick.
So it's a card reading for each sign of the zodiac, a top and bottom card, the challenge or opportunity, the action required, but I throw in a little thing called Who's Going to Get Lucky? And that's my own, well, pretty much kind of like what we're doing here, yes or no. So that's Fridays at 7 a.m. Do check it out. All right, Ari. What's causing those delays?
Oh, wait. Top and bottom. Let's not forget what I'm doing here.
Six of Pentacles. Upright. Page of Cups. Upright. Eight of Wands. So they're all upright, which
Boy,
is
isn't that funny?
unusual.
That is really funny because he has all these negative cards, and then when we get a reading to find out what problems may be, which means, getting some reverse cards will show some of the reasons there are blockages. But now we got good cards, so now I can't figure out what to do.
Okay, well, the Six
Just
of
teasing.
Oh,
Here, this will help.
the clouds and the fish. Go fish, Ari. Okay, so I'm feeling a vibe here with the Six of Pentacles that says that maybe one of the things causing the delays is there isn't really a sense of an equality or equity between the prospective loves in your life, that either you're overshooting or undershooting what you should be trying for. That's my best way of saying it, that maybe you're not exactly shooting for your best chances, and that could be literally down to material things. Somebody looks at you and say, girl, you have no class. Or maybe they look at you and say, girl, I am way under your class. And so they don't feel they should try, or they sort of feel you shouldn't try. Or it could be something similar to that, where they just sort of feel you're a fish out of water in a way to them.
Yes, Lena, it was done quite a while ago. I can't exactly tell you where because we've had a number.
You were the second or third one, so
I
it
know.
was that long ago.
So it was a long time ago. So you'll have to scroll back and find it.
It would be near the beginning.
Yep. All right. So just check the list so you can figure out where you were. All right, so basically, that 6 he really nailed it on. I think that, that's not a thing to say. Overshooting, undershooting seems to fit here. Or just finding somebody that really harmonizes and flows with you, is the right combination, the right
Flow.
mix. And maybe you're looking for that. Clearly you don't want to settle, right? And so you don't want to settle. And so that's why it's taking you longer, too, to find that perfect match. Okay.
Page of Cups.
The Page of Cups upright indicates that, you know what? You just have to accept offers and invitations as they come to you, or you have to look for ways to make it happen. Maybe in some cases you have to be more on the pursuit. I can't rule that out here.
Another factor here is that, of course, you are an Aries, so you have an Aries personality and temperament. That's fine. I get it. But the Page of Cups is maybe more like a Piscean or Cancer type, more of an emotionally soft side. And I don't know that that is you or not you, but maybe this card is saying that when you show more vulnerability, maybe that might make the delay stop too, because somebody says, oh, I think I could get through with you. Relatively speaking, I make, an impression and begin dating you. So some of that is exactly how vulnerable you may appear to them. And that may not be anything you can control from their perception point of view. You can only try to do it from your own point of view.
Well, vulnerability and open heart, you have to be open to, establishing new beginnings with people and maybe giving some people more a chance, before you write them off. Maybe that's it. Or you just have to try to find a way, like I said, to accept more invitations or get more invitations, or insert yourself in there and say, hey, why don't we go out to coffee to someone who is interesting, and stuff like that, and try to get something going.
Now, I think that the Eight of Wands is similar in a way to the Six of Pentacles, but there is a difference.
There is a difference.
To me, this is more about you being able to synchronize or align your energy levels or other levels with people. This is about running with them, moving with them. And so that's what the perspective is that, maybe certain people don't move fast enough for you. Maybe some people move too fast. And so you have to sort of merge when you can and then stay merged.
Yeah, I do like what he said there about movement. And it's no small notice to me that the Page of Cups and the Eight of Wands are here, which to me indicates movement in the love area. You do have to seem to initiate movement is what I'm getting from this. And so it almost is on the Aries to do that. But I also think the Eight of Wands has another message here. And again, it relates to that Page of Cups, because the Eight of Wands is also about messaging, communication, invitations. It's all about that. And so is the Page of Cups in a way. The Page of Cups is a messenger, as well as, a dreamer, a creative, ideal, creative, out-of-the-box person. I think that they go together. That it is saying you're going to have to initiate something here, some movement in this area. And I'll tell you what, with the Lenormand, with the fish and the... Where's the other one?
Clouds, right there.
Oh, the clouds. I couldn't see it. The fish and the clouds, with the light side facing the fish, I almost feel like the more doors you open at this time, the better. The more people you mingle around and communicate with, the more you're going to possibly find some clarity. Find some people that might really, make you want to start... make you make some moves towards, hey, let's get together and talk more.
I hear you, Ari, because I do think you clearly represent the kind of person that is able to, press the advantage, move forward. I do feel that way. So sometimes it's just about consistency, not letting, several of these things happen. If you do it 2 or 3 times and you're rebuffed, don't stop. You still have to be consistent on some level.
Well, I don't know what to say there, but I hear ya. I absolutely hear ya. But the cards have spoken again, and that's what they're kind of telling you is it looks like for now, to possibly break this logjam, it's going to be on you.
I think the messages are mostly that you have to work a little harder trying to find people who are more like you or more likely to like you or to be interested in you.
And find a happy medium here, I think with that 6 of Pentacles here, that's also saying that, it definitely can't be one-sided. It's got to be benefits for all involved. And I know that possibly the people you have been running across have just not been up to even that standard. But there's got to be somebody out there, and I think you're just going to have to be on the hunt a bit longer to find it.
Well, you'll always
Good
have
luck
us.
with that. And at least one thing I can say about these cards, they were all pretty good, mostly.
They actually were, so good luck, Ari.
I wish you luck. I think that, maybe getting the Page of Cups might indicate that something might start to gel. I can't rule that out, but it's still going to take a little bit of work on your part.
All right. So
we're on Mama T.
Mama T. And what was it, a general?
I think it's just a general.
Alrighty. So that's going to be your deck. And you're welcome. We'll see you again,
And I hope it was just a general. I'll scroll back really quick. Is it my cards? Maybe you want to scroll back really quick and see.
Go ahead and get your deck ready.
I'm going to get... This one. Hey, you're welcome, Mary. And that's our last reading because we are into overtime.
I don't think she really says...
Okay.
Oh, wait. She says she would love a reading, but she doesn't say... We might have suggested journal, and she said yes.
Okay.
So let's just do that. Aw, poor Mama T. I will be coming back now that I'm alone. Oh, Mama T, I'm so sorry. I know you cared about Rick.
It's so unfortunate. Okay, we have the Six of Swords reversed. Wow. The Ace of Swords is upright. Yeah. And the Three of Swords is here.
Well, I guess I'll reveal these. I wasn't going to right away, but I think I will. The cross and the child.
Oh.
So it takes child steps. It will take a while, to deal with the grief.
100%, Mama T. Don't rush yourself into anything. Take all the time you need to heal. I think here with the Six of Swords reversed, it's indicating that you feel like you're in a really bad space right now. You feel like there's no way out of your difficulties, that you're stuck. But, with the Ace of Swords here, there is hope ahead for you. There is a way forward. And I think you yourself are going to come up with that way. You yourself are going to make a way forward. There's going to be something good that happens in your life when all is said and done. But let's take a look, because this card in the middle is surrounded by these. And the last card is the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is about grief. And I mean, in a way, Mama T, that's why, I know you're reaching out because you're alone. And in a way, that's very healthy. But then on the other hand, I was so surprised to see you reaching out so fast after Rick passed. But I appreciate that you did. And the thing is, you need to give yourself the time it takes to grieve and heal. You definitely need that. Give yourself all the time you need. You will not be able to rush this process. It is not healthy to rush the process. So, you know what? If you don't feel up for coming to our shows or communicating with people, don't. If you feel you need to reach out and get something off your chest, do it. But the thing is, really, this is a time for you to get in touch with yourself and your feelings, and as Mr. O just said with the Lenormand, take it step by step to walk through your grief.
Hi, Russ, and you're kind of late.
You're really late. Yeah, we're about to close the show because we're on our last reading, but stick around. Anyway, we haven't done our Super Bowl reading yet because I was sick with the flu all week.
Mama T, the Six
Tomorrow.
of Swords is reversed here, and I think it says really, you have to deal with this now. You have to deal with this grief. There is no immediate way out for you, and it's good for you to kind of hold on to that and work through the process of it. There's no easy fix for it, but there is a fix for it. The Ace of Wands says that hope will spring again, and some of this will be about you coming back alive on your own terms and remaking some of those conditions or connections rather that you will need to. And it's not going to happen overnight. And the grief is still going to be around for a while. The pain will be around for a while. But like the Lenormand says, like Banshee says, it's a matter of working through that. And don't try to cheat that process. You need to not cheat yourself of going through that process of resolving your love and your grief.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really striking to me that we got the cross, which is about grief and sorrow, and the Three of Swords in this reading. So we know you're dealing with a lot. We know you're feeling that. And we hope you get through this okay. And, feel free to reach out as you need to and just unburden, if you need to get something off your chest. I'm a listening ear, but I have to tell you, I'm spending a little bit less time on the bird lately. I really don't go there quite as often as I used to, but I try to get there daily at some points. So just keep that in mind. But hopefully we'll be able to reconnect. And I hadn't responded to you yet because of my flu, and I apologize for that.
It's okay.
You can see I've been having a lot of fun.
And Russ, it's okay too because you always bring a lot of fun with you, so we do appreciate that.
And the thing is, like I said, Super Bowl will come out. We'll probably film it tomorrow, and then we will have it go out
Saturday night?
It looks not Saturday night. It should probably come out sometime during the day, I think.
Okay.
A little bit sooner. So hopefully we can get that out.
You're the boss.
I am the boss. And I would have liked to have gotten it out actually on Friday, but
Well,
I can't rush my healing.
And you could see she infected me too.
Yeah, so he's
bit.
feeling a little bit of it. Oy.
But that's
Anyway,
our show for the night.
we are done, and we've got to run because I got a few chores to do yet on social media tonight. But I want to thank everybody for their readings today. Wow, it was pretty good stuff. I mean, I think the questions we had, and we hope we were able to help a little bit, and that I managed to get through it. I'm actually, this is my best day. I know I'm on the mend now, and I feel so much better today. So hope to see you all again at our happy hour show, which will be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, where you'll get a single card positive message from us. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day or evening, and we'll see you soon.
You're welcome, and
Bye-bye.
we'll see you. Bye-bye.